Up-tempo, intense orchestral music swells. Quick cuts show Darrow cornered at the edge of a cliff. A monstrous T-Rex snarls, its shadow falling over her. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoes through the canyon as Kang crashes through the trees, his eyes filled with fury. This is more than a battle between monsters. It's a coronation. This is the moment a lonely, brutal king finds something to protect, and in doing so, creates an unbreakable bond with his queen. We're going to break down how every moment of this legendary fight cements their incredible story. To understand why this fight is so legendary, we first have to understand the stakes. And the stakes have a name. Anne Darrow. She's alone, terrified, and a world away from everything she knows. Stumbling right into the hunting ground of Skull Island's apex predator, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Peter Jackson masterfully upped the ante from the original 1933 film, pitting Kang against not one, but three of these monsters. But the number of dinosaurs isn't what creates the real tension. Kieran's vulnerability is. Without a believable human threat to her, Kong's intervention would just be another monster brawl. A genuine terror gives the scene its heart. In the 1933 version, Anne was mostly a screaming damsel in distress. But here in the 2005 remake, she and Kang have started to build a fragile, curious connection. He's amused by her, and she's seen something in him beyond the monster, a lonely, isolated creature. The growing empathy is the fuse, and the arrival of the T-Rexes is the match that lights it, changing their dynamic forever. When Kang arrives, his entrance is nothing short of breathtaking. But pay close attention to what he does first. He doesn't just attack the nearest threat. He immediately and deliberately places his own body between Anne and the T-Rexes, creating a living shield. That single action tells you the entire story of this fight. It's a conscious act of protection that separates him from being just another beast and establishes him as a true guardian. He's putting his life on the line to save her from the other monsters on the island. Andy Serkis's groundbreaking motion capture performance gives Kong a stunning level of emotional intelligence. You can see the calculation in his eyes, the pure fury in his roar, and the constant awareness of where Anne is at all times. He juggles her between his hands and feet, tucking her into crevices for safety, all while fighting off attacks from multiple angles. This isn't just animal instinct. It's problem-solving under extreme pressure. This is Kang proving he isn't just a monster, he's a king. What follows is one of the most complex and beautifully chaotic action sequences in movie history. It's a masterclass in telling a story through action. The fight rampages through the jungle, crashing over cliffs and getting tangled in a mess of vines. Kong uses his environment with incredible intelligence. He isn't just stronger than the T-Rexes, he's smarter. He uses the vines to swing, to get leverage, and to trap his opponents in a brilliant, fast-paced display of action. The choreography is a perfect mix of brute force and clever tactics. While two T-Rexes are snapping at his head, he's using his feet to fight off the third, all while making sure Anne isn't crushed or dropped. The sequence is a technical marvel, using state-of-the-art CGI to create a sense of weight, balance, impact that was impossible in 1933. Every punch and every roar has a purpose. He is completely focused on Darrow, and this battle is the ultimate proof of his newfound devotion. His goal is simple: protect Anne, no matter what. As the battle rages on, one T-Rex remains, cornering Kang and Anne on the edge of a chasm. The final showdown is intimate and savage. It ends with a moment that pays direct homage to the revolutionary 1933 original, the Jawbreaker. Kong forces the T-Rex's mouth open, pushing until bone and muscle snap. It's a visceral, definitive finish. But this isn't just a brutal finishing move to look cool. It's a declaration. It's the final, violent punctuation on his promise to protect her. In the original film, this moment cemented Kong as a monster to be feared. Here, it cements him as Anne's champion. After the kill, he doesn't just roar in victory. He turns to his prize knot, the dead dinosaur, but Anne. He gently checks on her, his breathing heavy, his expression one of exhausted relief. The threat is gone. His queen is safe. In the quiet moments after the battle, as Kong gently holds Anne while they watch the sunset, their bond is no longer captor and captive. It's protector and protected. A king and his queen fought like a beast, but he won as a king. This entire sequence is the crucible that forges the film. Central tragedy, the idea that it was beauty, killed the beast. His devotion to her, cemented in this brutal fight, is ultimately what makes him vulnerable to the world of men. He saved her from the monsters of Skull Island, but in doing so, he sealed his own fate. This fight is one of the most iconic in cinema history. What part of it stands out most to you? Let me know in the comments below.